Lawyers for journalist Antoinette Lattouf have argued comments by ABC executives labelling her an activist were an acknowledgement action was taken against her because of her political opinions. It's the first day of closing submissions in the presenter's unlawful termination case against the broadcaster. Sean Tarek Goodwin is covering the case and joins us now from the Federal Court in Sydney. Sean, what else did the court hear today?
Well, Joe, the main crux of the closing submissions given today by Antoinette Lattouf's lawyers in this case was the argument that she was discriminated against based on her political opinions. Now, she's brought this case against the broadcaster after she was taken off air during a casual radio presenting stint in December 2023. She was told at the time that that was due to a post that she'd shared on social media to do with the Israel-Gaza war. Her lawyers today in their closing submissions have argued that that decision was taken against her with regard to her personal political opinions, which is a protected attribute under the law. They've argued that internal communications between senior executives and their witness statements, which referred to her as an activist, was an acknowledgement in their eyes that the decision that they made had regard for her personal political opinions. Her lawyer, Oshi Fagir, said the evidence given by former ABC chair Ita Buttrose was an example of this. To quote him, he said today, "Your Honour will recall in the witness box dismissive references to an activist. The same is in the emails. The ABC says that's part of its defence. That was its concern, that Ms Lattouf was an activist. We say it's an admission." There was some questioning by the judge as to whether there was a meaningful distinction in the eyes of the law between holding a personal political opinion and expressing such an opinion, potentially in breach of a direction given in the workplace. Her lawyer argued that for legal reasons there wasn't. Her lawyers also sought to question the evidence given by Chief Content Officer Chris Oliver Taylor. They argued that his evidence was contradictory and should be disregarded by the judge. They said, to quote, that he was a witness with no credit. Her lawyers attempted to contrast that with the evidence given by Antoinette Lattouf's then manager, Elizabeth Green, who told the court that Lattouf wasn't given an explicit direction not to post, but was advised not to do so at the time. Her lawyers said that if the judge is to accept that evidence, that it is, quote, game over for the ABC in this matter. The final parts of the day involved some discussion as to whether Antoinette Lattouf was terminated in that contract for legal reasons, or whether the fact that she was paid for the last 2 days of the contract meant that she wasn't terminated and therefore was not unlawfully terminated. Her lawyers argued that as a casual employee, she was told to pack her things and leave, and as a casual employee was not entitled to be paid for the remainder of the week and therefore would not have been under any impression that she would still be engaged for that time. Now, today's closing submissions have taken a far longer time than what was originally budgeted. We were supposed to hear a response from the ABC today with their own closing submissions and then a final right of reply from Antoinette Lattouf's lawyers. Now, that's going to drag in tomorrow and is expected to take most of the day.